What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the land of Reckless Logic. Please make sure you guys pop that like button, hit the subscribe button, and please smash the notification bell so do not miss any of my posts from me. Now let's get straight into this video. Alrighty, y'all. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Alrighty, you guys already know what type of video this is going to be. I will be doing a review for Bad Boys Los Angeles Episode 8, Season 1. All right, so let's get straight into it. So with that being said, we start off by the pool. And so who's by the pool? I'm going to say that's Neo Soul, Carry On, Skittles, Gutter K, and Twilight, aka Dylan. All right, so they're by the pool. Now, when they start getting up the pool, first thing I realize is what the hell is going on? What the hell what is Dylan wearing? Like, I didn't understand it, but however, everybody got their unique taste. First things first, as well, in addition to that, why does he have on a bonnet? I don't know what he was trying to capture his thoughts. Maybe his hair was falling out, what was going on. But however, with that being said, they're talking about the whole thing they do every single episode. They have a recap or review of what happened the day prior or episodes prior. So they're having a recap of what happened. They're talking about the room situation. Now, the thing is that with Skittles, he's excited for Jonathan Right Knuckle Sandwich to be in the house. He's excited for him. He's living for it. Neo Souls, I would say, it's kind of the same thing. He's excited. He's living for it. But however, Twilight is not really feeling Jonathan, aka Right Hook, presence in the home. He's not really feeling him compared to Gutter K and Carry On. He's not feeling it. So the whole thing, they start giving their perspectives on everything. So Skittles let it be known that he's not fighting over no room. That's stupid. He says it's no point even trying to fight over a room. Whatever, we both share the room. He didn't see the purpose in fighting over a room. It's not something that he would be doing. But however, in the same time, they're all excited for the mess, because not only in addition was Skittles excited for the mess, Neo Soul is excited for the mess as well. All right, I do want to say is that with Twilight, he was in his confessional. He made a particular comment. Hold on, y'all. Water break. My mouth get dry every time I come on live. Water break. There we go. Jesus. All right, so Twilight was in his confessional, and he made a whole statement talking about I don't know why this fat bitch, like, girl, you doing too much. You're a replacement. Like, you gonna sleep on the couch. You gonna sleep on this. You gonna sleep on that. Now, I find it very interesting, because I'm like, okay, Twilight, I understand you are very powerful with Jacob and the white bitch on the side, and you guys can team up and try to go against Jonathan, aka Right Knuckle Sandwich, aka Right Hook. But however, you're gonna need more than that. And is that, for one, we all seen Bad Girls Club. At least for the most part, people who joined the show, I think, have at least heard of or seen Bad Girls Club. If that is the foundation of this show, I would think, or most likely think, that we have seen the show to where we've seen where replacements have also, yes, been replacements, but however, they also slapped a bitch or two. That's just, it is what it is. So with that being said, that whole thing, and people talking about you're just a replacement. People may have been replacements, but however, replacement does not always mean that they don't have hands. And in the case of Jonathan, aka Right Hook, I will be quiet, Twilight. You might want to tread lightly when it comes down to him. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So then after that, they begin to talk about the party. In a nutshell, they all excited for the party. It's another way for them to relieve, because they're always around each other. It's just a way for them to soothe their mind, because a lot has been going on. They're very excited for the strippers, and that's really what's all been going on in this particular scene. But however, we're gonna go from the pool. Now we're making our way down to DMV and Gatekeeper. That's Curtis and Moolah's room. All right, so first things first, when they start, talking about everything, they start off with, how do you feel about the new cast member? What's going on? Yada, yada, yada. So that's what they gave the perspectives on Jonathan Right Hook, Right Knuckle Sandwich. Basically, Gatekeeper let it be known that He has no problem with Jonathan, but however, he did stunt on the interview. He brought up this interview once again, and that he felt some type of way about him doing that. Now, DMV, on the other hand, says just about he has no issue either, but however, he feels like it's too late in the experience to bring in a replacement. So I was like, oh, okay. So the first thing that popped in my head, it was like, okay, how long have they been in this house? But however, they probably been in the house for like a long time. So let's just see. All right, and so after that, they began talking about the room situation as well. Now, the first thing in a nutshell, they was like kind of getting into what you think gonna happen, what do you think the deal is? Just about they both kind of predict that Milan, aka Cristobal, is gonna have to fight for their room, and they're gonna end up getting into it, as in Knuckle Sandwich and Cristobal. Alrighty, so with that being said, girl, you know, I always get these loud behind notes. Okay, so then they start talking about the party as well. Talking about they're excited for the party. They can't wait to get they can't wait to have fun. They can't wait to be able to be around some punani instead of some cock. All right, so that's basically what they were saying. Now, I will say this. Let me say this. The thing I noticed on this particular episode, and even then when I started to look back, like, Zeus, we need to have a little conversation. All right, so the thing I noticed is that whenever Moolah and Curtis would talk, it sounds like they're reading off a script. It's like, oh, hi, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing well. How about yourself? Oh, you're going for a run? You don't look like the type to run. Oh my God, yes. Well, health is wealth. Like it's so staged and it feels so forced. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Zeus. Now, I do understand they have to do like a review or recap of what happened to kind of get like more context. I understand production purposes, but however, let me say this. I just felt like Zeus, since this is a house where, or a setup where, you know, you guys have particular hours, specific hours where you guys film, and then, you know, the cast is still left at the house with no cameras. Here's the thing. They're going to talk once production leaves. They're going to talk about everything once production leaves. I'm not going to lie. Zeus, I feel like you should do this. If you have the funds, I think that it should be one of them things where, since they do not have cameras in the house 24/7, I think that every single night you should send all cast members to their own individual hotel room where they cannot have access to the other person or people within the house. Reason being is because when they start to do this recap and stuff, you can tell that they already talked about certain things. You can tell they already had conversations. And so a lot of times too, when they get in front of the cameras, they just reiterating some of the things that has happened. But however, it doesn't have the same passion or the same oomph that it probably had, you know, when they first talked about it, you know, in the hotel room. So I just feel like a way to kind of help with production purposes is that kind of keep them separated, you know, when they're in the hotel room. So it can kind of like keep that whole thing of kind of like the passion, like the authenticity of it. As in this, you can tell this the first time that they're actually talking about what happened last night. You get what I'm saying? Instead of them trying to manufacture that same emotion. I don't know, but it comes off like real script like. So I was like, girl, bye. All right, so in the midst of them talking, Carmex, aka Darrell, comes into the room. Now, Carmex says in his confessional, he says that he really likes Curtis, aka DMV, and he's starting to have a change of heart when it comes down to Gatekeeper, aka Moolah. He feels like with DMV, he's very comfortable in his sexual orientation, and he feels like with Moolah, he feels like that he's starting to have kind of make a whole 360, 180, only because simple fact of, at least with him, he knows that he's very comfortable with himself and that he's not going to disrespect Moolah. That's basically what he was saying in his confessional. So they began talking about everything that would end up going on. Carmax ends up asking them and letting them know that he's excited for the party, and he's really glad that they're excited as well, because they don't really get an opportunity to have women around and, you know, actually let loose like they really want to, because this is a new environment for them. But however, he also says that he's very excited to see some girl ass, and he also demonstrates his straight voice. Now here's the thing. is that it's so weird because us gay men, it's weird because we even though we're queer, gay, etc., we still have no problem seeing some titties or seeing some ass. Like it's I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. But however, I do know a lot of queer men that have no problem looking at a woman ass and titties and stuff. Like I don't really know how to explain it. All right, so the next scene, and like I said, he was demonstrating his straight voice, and it was a really cute moment in the sense to see them actually getting along and actually see peace between the straight men and then at least Darrell. At least it was cute to see. I would say that. So now at this point, now we're going to the next following scene. We're gonna see them setting up for the party. Now with this particular scene, I like the fact that I got a chance to see, quote unquote, see Mr. Lil Prodigucci, aka Anthony, with the shades in his element, because he's setting up for the party. This is what he does. Besides fashion, setting up parties, doing the party promoter, this is what he does. This is what he do. I was like, okay, I like seeing this. Now the next thing we end up seeing Neo Soul over here playing with fire and about to damn near burn the whole damn house down. Now the thing is with that, he's messing with the goddamn fire. Carmax decides to come up. So when he comes up, that's why he said, "Oh, hey, what you doing over here? Make sure you're not over here playing with fire, over here trying to burn the house down." He's like, I got it. And he's like, okay, girl, whatever. So then Carmax decides to bring up Cristobal Milan, the whole situation that Neo Soul and Cristobal had going on. He wanted to know how was he feeling, Right now, Carmax is really on his peacemaker type stuff. And I really like it. I'm here for it. So that's why he talks about what's going on. He says that when I say he, Neo Soul, has no problem with Cristobal, and he has no problem squashing the beef. Bitch, he better than me, but we're gonna get into it. So Cristobal says, for real? Carmax says, for real? So Carmax goes and gets Cristobal, and he brings him over to where they were. So Cristobal and his BBL comes up, and then I would say they kind of explain each other's perspective. They was really being an adult about the situation. Not gonna lie. Hey, not gonna lie. So basically what Neo Soul said, Neo Soul let it be known that he felt like he was being discredited because he's still trying to find his way in the industry. He's still trying to find his voice. And he felt like that when Cristobal was coming at him, he was really trying to discredit him for at least the accolades, the credit that he has done. Because I'm trying not to say the little he has done, but lack of better words, the little that he has done, he felt like Cristobal was trying to disrespect him and disregard him. And then on the flip side, Cristobal kind of felt like that, he had Neo Soul's back, and he felt like he betrayed him. It was coming at him saying stuff that wasn't true. Now I will say this. If the case of Carry On, Neo Soul saying stuff as in him allegedly touching Neo Soul off camera, if that is not true, then yes, he is owed an apology. But however, if that isn't true, if that is true, then baby, you ain't getting nothing. I'm sorry. Neo Soul is better than me because, baby, you mean to tell me that you still gonna go with this narrative that I was the one that started everything when you gaslit me, and then on top of that, you punch me from the side, from the back at a charity event. I'm over talking to somebody, and then on top of that, we go head up, and plus I lost. He better than me. I never would apologize. I would still been in a, I have no problem with him, but you ain't getting no apology out of me. He better than me. Oh, and this is something else that I noticed too. And plus I don't know why this did not come to my head. Now we all know that people always talk about Carry On not fighting back. I was watching Bondi Blue. Yeah. I was watching Bondi Blue reaction review for the show, whatever. And she did mention talking about how Carry On, he comes from, I'm gonna put this up because I don't know how true it is, allegedly, because I don't know if it's proven or not. He comes from a background where he's been abused. So maybe that plays a part in him not being able to fight back. Because even when he has the opportunity to swing back, he like stops himself. So I don't know if that's like that plays a part in him defending himself, because um the way that she explained it, basically saying that typically that when people who've been abused by family or loved ones, they still have this psychology of, even though you're hurting me, but I love you, so I won't hurt you. So it was a different perspective, even though I probably should have been thought of that, but it really brought that to my mind. I was like, oh, okay, that also plays a part. That possibly could play a part. I was okay, cool. Alrighty, so yeah, so they talk about each other's perspectives. Now they squash the beef and they hug it out and they apologize. Like I said, Neo Soul's better than me. If anything, I would have slapped the shit out of him first and then apologize. I'm sorry. All right, so Mr. Lil Prodigucci with the shades, bitch, come up and he joked about the fire, which is so funny because right before he had showed up, they was just talking about, boy, you over here playing with this fire. You better make sure Mr. Lil Prodigucci with the shades, bitch, better have no problem with you because he just set this party up and you do not want to set this bad boy on fire. Then he came up and he was like, they was joking about it or whatever. And so after that, after they all laugh, make a joke, they all disperse. I was like, yes, ma'am, because come on, disperse. All right, so the next following scene that we see is Crystal Ball, Christopher Milan, DMV, Curtis, and Gatekeeper, Moolah. All right, so they're all standing around, and basically what they're letting it be known that the party is dead. Ain't nobody there. Everything's set up, but however, people aren't there. And then so DMV and Gatekeeper were like, you know what? It's later on, around 12 o'clock. That's when the party gets started. And then Crystal Ball was like, well, no, actually not, because we are in LA. Let's keep in context. This is Los Angeles. Things close at 2 around here. And so I was like, damn, stuff really close around 2. I was like, damn, that shit early. But he said things close around 2. So what he decided to do, he decided to make an executive decision to let people know about this party and just about turn it out. And so they was like, oh, okay, you do what you do. You pull your celebrity status and you use your clout. I was like, yes, ma'am. I said, come on, clout. So basically, I guess Christopher Milan pulled some strings. So the next thing that we end up seeing is that the party has people. People are actually in this bitch. Okay, I can tell you that much. So, but however, they're all having a good time. DMV says in his confessional that this is his type of party. He's having fun. He got the bitches. He got the hoes. They got ass. It's a lot of things going on. They got the liquor. You see him doing all this. Now, I'm not going to lie. DMV, I've gotten to a point to where I can appreciate you, but you come off corny as hell. But however, it's cute. Just girl, he's kind of corny. He's kind of corny. All right, so damn, I lost my goddamn. Oh yeah, I will say this too. Even when in the party, I've never seen so many BBLs in my life. But I will say this. I will say that the dark skin exotic dancer stripper, she had a body. I was here for it because my thing is, if you're going to do it, baby, you better do it. All right. So if you're going to get work done, you need to get it done. And when I say get it done, I mean quality. I was here for it. And I keep in mind, I'm not a specialist when it comes to surgery. So I'm over here praising some shit that was all fucked up. But however, it looked good to me. I was here for it. I was like, yes, ma'am. I said, show body. All right. So in the midst of all of that, them having a good time, the party's going on. The baddest, Miss Ass So Big, like the son Williams, decide his shows up. Because when Milan, aka Crystal Ball, was giving out the invitations, apparently he done gave an invitation to Miss Ass So Big. I was like, okay. So Miss Ass So Big, like the son Williams, shows up, but he shows up in the party all black. Now, Crystal Ball is happy as hell. Neo Soul let it be known that he has no issue with it because he makes him laugh, so he's happy as heck. But however, Mr. Lil Prodigucci with the shades, he's not really feeling it like that. So, damn, I'm gonna keep losing my spot. God damn it, mother. Okay, there we go. Oh, girl, I'm over here deleting those. Jesus. Oh, yeah, so he's not feeling it like that. Now, Mr. Lil Prodigucci in the shades, in his confessional, I find out that they actually have been going back and forth on social media. Now, exactly what was being said, I really don't know, but apparently it was going back and forth on social media. So at first, when I first watched, I was like, why the hell do they have issues? They never even said anything. I was like, what the hell is going on? Thank you. So at this point, all of a sudden, Winnie Stacks, now keep in mind, let's take a little, let's just time travel for a quick second. Okay, Winnie Stacks Stacks, bitch. Stacks, bitch. I'm over being funny. Stacks. This is the fashion designer friend that Crystal Ball had, and he was the one that was doing a charity event, the one that Crystal Ball acted the ass at and attacked Carry On from behind, per usual. So it was him. So when he Stacks decide that he wants the whole cast to, kumbaya, come around, come in a circle, because he needs some understanding. He like, we all cool and all that, and I love y'all. Y'all are doing y'all thing. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate all of those different things. But however, the thing is, I need to know what the hell was going on. Now, I do understand you want to get some type of understanding, but however, you never know sometimes that you might be, and this part going to be a contradiction to show purposes, because the purpose of the show is to produce a show, produce conflict, produce stuff to talk about. But however, the whole thing is that you don't know what type of can of worms that you're opening. So I get it, don't get it, but I get it. So however, Crystal Ball steps up to the plate. Hey, Crystal Ball steps up to the plate and let him know about what happened, what each other's perspective was, and they apologized and they moved forward. Now this is what things take a turn, because I was like, girl, what the heck is going on? Now Crystal Ball wants everybody in this bitch to hug. Now the thing is with that is that, like I said, Mr. Lil Gucci with the shades and Miss Ass So Big like the Son Williams, they've been going at it on social media back and forth. Now Crystal Ball want everybody to hug, but however, Miss Ass So Big like the Son Williams had a different agenda. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he runs up on Mr. Lil Gucci, and they start fighting. Now, I will say that he was caught off guard, as in Anthony. Anthony was caught off guard because he wasn't expecting it, because he was actually about to apologize. But in the midst of him about to say, bitch, I'm sorry, in the midst of him saying, I'm sorry, he got wow, bitch. So they start going fighting back and forth. And as they're fighting, I realize they fight back and forth. All of a sudden, I hear Darrell in the background, Carmax, talking about, get that hoe, hit that hoe, hit that hoe. I was like, this bitch is so mean. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So as they fighting, Ass So Big like the son of his BBL gets falls into the pool. So, of course, we know the bitch ain't gonna sink. The bitch ass is like a damn floaty. The bitch is still floating to the top. So he's in the goddamn pool. At this point, I don't know why you even attacked. Every time you try to do something, you always get embarrassed. But however, I digress. So he's in the pool. His BBL is over there, floating over there. Anthony looks perfectly fine. Now I remember I was watching in the preview. I was like, if Anthony just attacked this boy out of nowhere, I'm gonna have to say something about it. But however, based on this situation, girl, Anthony did what needed to be done at this point. All right, so let me see. Okay, so now at this point, the next scene that we see we're in somebody room. I don't know who room this is. We in somebody room. So Crystal Ball and Miss Ass So Big like the Son Williams is in here talking. Basically he talked about what happened. And he, in a nutshell, Ass So Big like the Son felt like he was set up. He felt like he was set up. But the thing is that I was finding very interesting is that in the midst of him talking, I was wondering what happened to his voice. Like, what happened to your black scent? Like, what happened to your, I'm just all the Williams. Like, you was doing all of this. But then as you was talking right then and there, it was, I just felt like he was, like, I was like, what the hell happened to you? Girl, I thought you was the baddest. Come on, what's going on? I was confused once again. But however, I'm not confused because I know why. So his black scent completely left his esophagus. So all of a sudden, in the midst of that, Skittles, aka Gutter K, wants to fight Miss Ass So Big like the Son because he felt like he a clout chaser. He has shows on top of shows, and then he gonna come over here try to do something to bring more clout to his name. Skittles wasn't feeling it. So, but the thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you, Skittles, please just calm down, because you're doing too much. Reason being is because we all know this boy cannot fight. And keep in mind, when he lost the fight, he said that his leg is the reason why, his knee is the reason why he lost the fight. And basically what everybody was saying is that, baby, you lost the fight because you can't fight, not because of your knee. Come on now. Hold up, y'all, water break. Oh, girl, my throat is dry. But I'm like, you lost the fight because you can't fight, not because of your knee. Like, let's just be called a spade. But I guess is what it is. But yeah, Skittles, calm down. You know the boy can't fight. Like, doing too much. I just felt like you really. Now, this I will say this. This is my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but I will say that I don't feel like Gutter really wanted to fight genuinely just because he wanted to fight. I felt like he wanted to fight because I felt like just because he's not an easy target. Like, come on. Yeah, I understand that you probably felt like Anthony got caught off guard, but Anthony still won the fight at the end of the day. So it's not like I can see if Anthony lost, then yeah, I can see kind of make logic out of that. But girl, you doing too much. Oh Jesus, that's not ladylike. All right, so with that being said, Cristobal, I think I didn't know about Cristobal is that when he was talking with Miss Ass So Big, like the son, he was like, yeah, you did your shit, yada, yada, yada. But then when he was over there talking to Miss Gutter K, aka Skittles, Miss Rainbow, Miss Taste the Rainbow, bitch, and trying to calm Miss Skittles down, he was like, yeah, he did get his ass beat and blah, blah, blah. But I was like, this bitch is fake as hell. Okay, I see you, bitch. You about fake as hell, but it's all right. It's all good. Now I did notice too that all the games was out here tonight, bitch. I know the Sheik. If y'all know who Sheik is, he's a YouTuber, but he does other stuff. He's like an influencer. Sheik, I know there's Sean, and I know there's some other people, but I kind of forgot their names. But I saw some familiar faces on it. I said, oh come on. I said, come on, y'all better get y'all 15 minutes. I know that's right. But however, Carmax calms the situation down. Now, the reason being is because Miss Ass So Big, like the son, did not want to fight Gutter. He was scared. He was like, no, I didn't want to do that. You know, the bitch is scary. So he in a hide in the restroom with his knee apparently hurting. Now, Gutter is outside. It's somewhere in the room, somebody room. I don't know who room it is. He in somebody room wanting to fight this boy. Darrell came and let it be known that, yo, we don't need to fight him. He's scared of you. There's no point in trying to fight him. I understand you probably mad that he snuck Anthony, but however, let's call a spade a spade. Anthony still won the fight. And so that's the first thing I was thinking. I was like, he still want to fight, so there's no point in still trying to fight him at the end of the day. Like I said, I just felt like Gutter, he just wanted to fight just to fight. Just because he knows that homeboy is probably like an easy target as well. Now, can Gutter fight? Yes. But I felt like he was just pulling some BS right then and there. I'm just gonna be honest. Yes, he is scary. Yes, William is scary. So with that being said, like I said, Carmax, he calmed the situation down. The Miss Ass So Big, like the son leaves. Now, this is when things go to somewhere. Now, this is when things kind of spice up. Now, Rio, remember, Rio is Cristobal's friend. I thought it was his son that he said, but I don't know. But it's his friend that it seems like he might be a replacement. But Cristobal's friend comes and shows up. Now, remember, time capsule. Remember last episode towards the end, Cristobal had called Rio on the phone saying that, yo, I got this big man over here. He over here coming at me, blah, 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 snitching and saying, yo, I need you to fight my battles because I'm a pussy ass hoe. So I was like, okay, cool. But y'all, I'm over here paraphrasing. But so Rio Show joins the party. They get inside. Like I said, I think he might be a replacement from the way that he was speaking and stuff. I was like kind of confused. But however, I was like, I thought it was the purpose of producers to introduce the replacements, not Christopher Milan. But I guess I digress. All right, so Neo Soul's. But now the next thing we see Neo Soul talking to DJ Sky. Now that's the name I heard. I don't know if that's fully her name. This woman or whatever. Now I will say this. Neo Soul ain't got no type of finesse, swagger, game, all of the above. And like it was cringy, but not cringy. It's like just be authentic. If you feel like you be more authentic, and we'll just kind of was probably maybe a contradiction because he probably is being authentic. Like I feel like just be authentic as in saying, what's your name? Like be nice, but at the same time, I feel like don't try to sneak in these corny lines or these I don't know. It was like just be nice, just be nice, and then I think women will fall in love with that more than you trying to, I guess, put on this persona, like, yeah, I smoke low key and like, no, you don't. Like, just say, hey, what's your name? Like, I would say for him, kind of go more with the nice guy approach. Probably more beneficial for him. Just saying. All right, so with that being said, they had they talk, they go off. Yes, he's there, corny. They go off. Now, ooh, bitch. Jonathan, aka Right Knuckle Sandwich, aka Right Hook, bitch, he comes to the party. And as he coming to the party, he like, oh, y'all having a party without the badness? And so he goes up to the room. Now, the thing is, Cristobal spots Jonathan, aka Right Knuckle Sandwich, aka Right Hook. Oh, good, that's a long name. I'm about to paraphrase that, bitch. But he spots him and he goes, and Cristobal and Rio go follow him up to the room. Now, Cristobal, his confessional says that he wants to welcome Miss Jonathan Right Knuckle Sandwich Right Hook to the house. But here's the thing. Water break. Hold on, y'all. My mouth getting dry because I'm gonna talk some shit. Here's the thing. The energy that Cristobal, his BBL was given in that confessional was not the energy that he was given inside the house. So the thing is, you mean to tell me in your confession, you was like, yeah, I just want to welcome him to the house, blah, 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 blah. But my thing is, why didn't you welcome him in the house when he first came in the house and he was over there telling you to get your ass about that motherfucking room? And by the grace of God, he said, and he made the executive decision to go to a hotel. And then when you found out that he was going to a hotel, you set I'm about to say something. You set your ass on that bed and finally released your bowels and shitted on yourself because, bitch, you was scared shitless. Like, I was not here for it. And the reason why you was acting like that, because you thought Rio was finna go up and do something, but you didn't know you was actually sending your friend to an ass whooping. But we're going to get into that a little bit later. So he talked about that he wants to introduce, welcome him to the house. So I was like, okay, girl. So Jonathan Right Hook is putting his stuff down, in the closet or whatever. Cristobal and Rio. Actually, well, should I give her? Let me see. Because I really didn't come up with a nickname for Rio. What's Rio? Well, I'm gonna call him Twins. I'm gonna call him Twin because after that fight, him and Christopher Milan was bald like twins, bitch. I swear to God. So Cristobal and Twin, they decided to come into the closet as well. So Rio, aka Twin, in his confessional, he lets me know that he recognizes Jonathan. He's saying, Jonathan, I realized that's that big fat motherfucker that do hair. But I guess he didn't realize, since Jonathan is a hairstylist, that in 2.5 seconds when y'all begin to fight, you about to have a whole different hairstyle yourself. So get ready. Yeah, he does hair, but baby, you about to be scalped by the time he get done with you. But okay, digress. So Rio gets a shot from Jonathan, and so he was like, oh, what's that you drinking? Jonathan just gave him some, they hit. I was like, okay. I said he's gonna need some of that to desensitize his nerve endings from this ass whooping he about to receive. So Cristobal began to talk. Cristobal lets it be known that, he doesn't want to share his room. He let it be known, I ain't got no problem with you, but I'm not sharing my room, blah, 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 blah. Now, I will say this. Cristobal was licking the shit out of his lips. I can tell you that much. He was scared as I don't know what, in my personal opinion. But however, Jonathan let it be known. He said, I done told you once and I told you twice. I said, come on, little Kim, yes. So he let it be known, I said what I said. I'm not leaving this room. Yeah, but Cristobal let it be known that, I'm going to share it with my friends. So I was like, okay, girl, whatever. Now, the tension is rising. Now, Rio... Now, the thing is, I felt like it was like Cowboys. It was like the whole thing when the Cowboys be like sitting like, face to face, and then like the tumbleweed go by, because it was like Rio talk about he doesn't know where he gonna sleep, and then Jonathan ain't budging, and so they're like, what we got to do to figure this out? And so in the midst of Jonathan, because keep in mind, Jonathan had got up. When I tell you, Cristobal looked so scared. Jonathan had got up. And so Rio let it be known. He talking about some it's not in response to Jonathan saying he's not going nowhere. He talking about it's not. And so They both taking their stuff out. Rio takes off his stuff first, and Jonathan's in the midst of taking off his jacket, and then my bad, Rio, Twin decide to go and attack. He going to attack. Now, but however, the thing is that Jonathan got kind of caught off guard, but at the same time, he recovered and started going in on that bitch dome. Now, the thing is, because I already know part of why Rio lost that fight. Part of it is because Twin was going like this with one hand. Jonathan, aka Right Hook, was going with two hands, knocking that bitch dome. And plus, he got some size on him. And then he got his ass in the corner on that dresser, wearing that hoe out. Baby, when I tell you, he was wearing that heifer out in that corner. So then security jump in, and then, the episode turned off. And I was like, girl, come on, Zeus. We already know you in production. The big production, the big productions and stuff, girl. We already know what y'all do. Y'all do this for next episode, I guess, girl. I guess. Now the next episode, you see what the next episode comes on the preview. So the fight breaks loose. Now I will say, bitch, all hell is gonna break loose next week. Jonathan was tearing them hoes up. When I tell you, he was over there acting a fool, and then he was over there talking to Carry On. Carry On was like, you can handle the smoke. And then he was like, let it be known, I can handle the smoke, baby. I'm from Texas. I was like, yes, ma'am. I was like, yes, ma'am. I said, you better talk your ish. And then I seen Jonathan go off on security guards, which I'm happy about, because I've noticed throughout this season, yes, you are security. Yes, your job is to break stuff up. But however, the way they be breaking stuff up, like y'all be damn near trying to fight. Y'all be damn near trying to fight the cast members. Your job is to break it up, not to put me in the chokehold as I'm over here fighting left and right. I can see the person going attacking you, but you over here got this bitch in the chokehold, aka the same way they did Crystal Ball when he hit Curtis from behind, per usual. I always try to sneak somebody. When he hit Curtis from behind, you didn't see the way the security guard kind of like y'all was doing too much. So when Jonathan went off on the security guard for pushing him and stuff, I would have went off too. Bitch, stop pushing me. Bitch, pussy something. But that was the whole thing. And of course, the police is called because things just went insane. And keep in mind, Jonathan was still tearing Twin up, baby. And then I noticed in the yeah, things come to me. And then I noticed in Twin's confessional, baby, that hair was scalped. Now I will say this because people were saying that's his real hair. I don't know if that was his real hair or that's like the wig that you kind of put on, but it's not your hair. So I don't know. Because baby, he was scalped in that confessional, baby. And then at the end, we see Crystal Ball talking to Zeus, talking about, oh, this is just the same dangerous situation. But the thing is that you put your friend in that situation. Let's just call a spade a spade. You brought your friend there. Now, I will say this in defense of Crystal Ball. I don't do this a lot, but I got to call a spade a spade. If that's not, because here's the thing, because this I get that he brought his friend there, but at the same time, from the way that they were speaking, I think the way that things were set up, I think he was just there to introduce his friend into the house as a replacement. Because I'm like, he talking about he gonna sleep there. I'm like, bitch, you're not part of the house. What you mean you gonna sleep there? What are you talking about? Like, you acting like you not a replacement or something. So I'm assuming that was just his job. I felt like his friend was part of the show. But however, he just introduced his friend instead of Zeus introducing his friend as a replacement. I guess they felt like it'd be more appropriate because they do know each other outside of here. I was like, okay, I guess. But at the same time, you brought your friend into that situation instead of allowing your friend to actually feel like he needs to get involved. So with that being said, baby, that is really it for the review. I'm here for next week, baby, because Jonathan gonna act a fool, and I'm here for it. Come on, Jonathan, right hook, knuckle sandwich, yes, ma'am. But with that being said, that is it for my reaction. My review for today, guys. Please make sure you guys pop that like button. Come on, come over here, support the platform. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell. Do not miss any of my posts from me. Make sure you guys actually leave a comment or two. Let me know what you guys think, what you agree, what you don't agree with. As you guys can see, I'm at roughly about 40 minutes now. I'm trying to make these reviews much shorter, trying to stay in the 30 to 45 range. We're going to see. And another thing as well, too. So with that being said, my Instagram name is Strictly Reckless. If you want to have direct contact with me, you know, y'all let me know. Let me know good things, bad things that you see I can improve on. You know, let me know good things. But however, if you want to let me know that I'm the most dirtiest mother that you know, hey, I feel free. But however, that is it for my video for today, guys. Please make sure you guys pop that like button, hit the subscribe button, and please, please, please smack the notification bell so do not miss any of my posts from me. And till next time, guys. Oh, one last thing. If you guys want to ever help a brother out, if you ever feel be able to help with a donation, baby, my cash app was down below throughout this whole video. If you guys would like to help, like I said, all funds that have been given to me have been helping to improve this bad boy, which is why the sound sounds A1. Okay, so with that being said, thank you guys. Deuces.